This is Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary in Swaziland or Eswatini, and they don't have big five here, but they still have pretty interesting animals, and you can walk here, so it's a good place to start a little trek. I want to show you today this modest-sized sanctuary and pretty amazing animals there. In contrast with many African national parks, you can walk here, you can bike here, you are not stuck in a car or a safari truck. It covers only 4,600 hectares in the Eswatini Valley, or Valley of Heaven as it is called, and is hugely important and influential in bringing back the country's wildlife. And it is the kingdom's oldest protected area, owned and managed by a non-profit trust, now Eswatini's most frequently visited reserve. But more importantly, I want to tell you a little story about the man behind it all, Ted Riley. The reserve was established in the 1960s by Ted, whose father had settled in Mlilwane in 1908. Ted, as a young man in his 20s, came back from the boarding school in South Africa and did not see any animals he used to see as a young boy anymore. Ted decided he had to do something to bring back Swaziland's native fauna. He offered the British colonial government his inheritance, the family farm, as Swaziland's first wildlife conservation area. But the British government declined, go figure. With very limited personal resources and no government subsidy whatsoever, Ted approached the King of Swaziland for permission to capture wild animals from Hlane, which was an area of land owned by the Swazi royal family. The king gave Ted his full support and allowed the capture of animals from his own dwindling herds. It became a race against time to capture the last remaining animals before they were snared or shot by poachers. You see, the beliefs in some part of Asia that ivory and various animal parts have magical powers is not something new that popped up in the last several decades. Swaziland was granted independence in 1968 and Swazi king regained control of the nation. And shortly afterwards, the Riley farm became an official national park. Ted Riley dedicated his whole life and also what used to be his family farm to preserving wildlife and is highly regarded in the country, and rightfully so in my humble opinion. As I'm driving, I'm thinking about the Swazi king who was married 15 times. Traditionally, he has to marry a woman from each clan in the country to keep the peace. His father, though, was a few steps ahead of him and wed 125 women during his 82-year reign. So the king has a lot of work to do to catch up. Tradition can be a bitch, don't you think so? And I am not sure I'm kidding. Today I have arrived from Swaziland, or Eswatini as it's called, since 2018 when they renamed the country. And this is South Africa. On the other side of the river is Kruger National Park, one of the main attractions in South Africa. And on the map I saw that it's called Oliphant or Elephant River in English, and here some people call it Crocodile River, but one way or another I cannot get there. One thing is the crocodiles, and the other thing is you have to go through the gate and pay $26.50 for a daily ticket to Kruger Park, and it's open from 6 a.m. till sunset, which is like 6 p.m. So today is a little late. I think it's almost 5 p.m. It's a little late to go to Kruger Park across the river, but tomorrow I will get up early and will try to be there when they open. So I think this will be it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Take care. Goodbye.